It's a new year, and this is the perfect time to get intentional, to get inspired, to plan, to reflect, and also build on the successes of the previous year. There's also an opportunity to adjust or change up any pattern that might not be working for you. Hey Queens, welcome or welcome back to the channel. I am Ifunaya, or you can call me Naya for short, whichever one you prefer. In this video, we'll be doing a 2023 reset, setting new goals for 2023, from making a vision board, doing everything to reset our intentions and goals for the new year. So if you're really looking to reset for 2023, then this video is definitely for you. So guys, step one is for you to reset your space. The thing about resetting your space or your surrounding is that it helps to influence your mind. Guys, it is not only about cleaning, it is also about making your space feel better for you. Living in a cluttered space can actually reduce productivity, also can develop a chronic procrastination. By living in a space that brings you joy, you're actually enhancing your ability to perform daily tasks and habits that brings you closer to the person you would like to be. So guys, don't forget that the way we treat our environment is a reflection of our physical and also mental health. To get started on resetting your space, the first thing you want to do is to do like a literal walkthrough of your house or your apartment, to look around your space or your environment and also observe the things that don't feel good to you anymore. Also look around for functional things you don't like the look of them. Write them down on a notepad or something and dedicate a day or like a weekend to refresh and also declutter your space. Not only talking about objects around you, I'm also talking about your closet. Okay, go through all your clothing items, okay, your clothes, your shoes, your bags, even from your makeup to your skincare, and look for things that don't serve you anymore. Take them out, give them to donations, give them to charity. There are people that will actually appreciate these things. After resetting your space, the next step is to reset your goals for 2023. Honestly, for your goals, the most important thing is clarity. Before taking any notes, you have to take some time to reflect on what you want to achieve this year, both in the short and also in the long term. While you're doing that, don't forget to also put into consideration what's most important to you and what you want to focus more on this year, which is your passion and your priorities. After giving it a thought, the next thing you want to do is to make a plan. So guys, always remember that a plan creates clarity, and when you have clarity, that creates action. After giving it a thought and now that you know what you want to achieve, there's time to start making a plan. For when setting your goals, you want to set specific goals, okay? When planning, when setting your goals, one thing I want to put out there is that don't be afraid to think big. So guys, on to the next step. I like doing this whenever, I'm setting a goal or something. This helps me, create more clarity, to make or to create a theme for your goals. This is basically what you want your plans to be all about. It can be 2, 3, or 4 themes depending on what you want to achieve. For instance, some of my themes for last year includes growth, exploring, travel. So under the growth in terms of personal growth, personal improvement and all that. And also under the growth, I also have my finances, okay, when it comes to increasing my finance. And also I have growth in the aspect of my channel. So like I said, create a theme, and some of these things embodies everything you want your goals to be all about. As for me, I want my 2023 to be a continuation of the growth that started from 2022. So I want to carry that theme onto this year. I want to build more on these themes in terms of growth, in terms of exploring and all that. Another thing you also need to note down is talk about growth, which are the goals you tend to achieve, like the set goals you tend to achieve in terms of career and all those other things. Then you want to think about how you want to evolve as a person, which is kind of like a personal growth as well. So how you want to evolve in terms of personal development, what you would like to improve about yourself, through cautious habits and activities. As for me, personal development and habits has always been a part of my every year goals, okay? Because I believe that we should continuously improve our knowledge, skills, and also experiences. I think this is like a continuous lifelong process. It never ends. So guys, always remember that personal development gives you like a sense of purpose, and also it helps boost your self-confidence. For example, learning a new skill, learning a new language, also be in terms of building a new habit and doing away with the bad ones. It can also be in terms of your exercises, your workout. You can create a workout plan for that. Another thing I also want to include is getting healthy habits. Just always remember that it is very important to set some boundaries and also develop healthy habits that will help you stay on track. Also remember to set limits on your time and energy. Sometimes we all know we want to achieve certain things. A period of time, be it in a day, you do not need to overwork yourself, okay? Set limits on your time and also make sure to take a rest when you feel the need to. So this is one of my goals for this year, because sometimes I tend to like put too much pressure on myself. I like to set limits on my time and energy. Once I hit that burnout, once it's time for me to go take a rest, I go take a rest. And also reading more. I've actually cultivated the habit of reading over the past few years, and I want to carry that into this new year. I want to be able to read, at least finish one book per month, and also I want to be able to keep track of all the books that I've read, because I remember that there are actually some books that I started and I did not even finish. There's another thing I would also like to point out is, and also I would like to have in my goals, is eating more healthy. So guys, I know how difficult it can be if you're always on the move, if you're always busy. There is not always time to cook. I'm guilty of this sometimes, but I am trying my possible best. At least you should start by incorporating one healthy meal a day. And I feel like when you start with these tiny steps, you'll be able to actually build more on that as time goes on. Also, this thing I like to put in my when setting out my goals, which is, I call that section bucket list. As for someone who is a content creator, I set milestones for myself in terms of growth, in terms of my channel and my other social media platforms. So I tend to set like milestones I do this like every month. I set like every month I have a specific number of subscribers or followers, or even views I intend to achieve. Another thing I would love to practice more, and I would advise you do that more this year, is gratitude. Gratitude is something I would personally love to work on more, reminding myself that regardless where I am or where I want to be, I should be grateful for how far I've come. I sometimes tend to be modest, especially if I've hit a certain milestone or like a certain goal. Like I'm kind of a person whereby I'm super excited on the inside, but sometimes I don't just show it. I should celebrate every win. I should be thankful, okay, for how far I've actually come and also where I'm going. Honestly, there is always something to be thankful for at the end of the day. Moving on to the fifth step is vision board. Vision board are effective. They are like a visual reminder of your intention. They also give you like this clear direction for where you want to go in different areas of your life. Gives you like a clearer picture, allows you to visualize on what goals you want to achieve. So guys, to make this vision board, all you need is a collection of pictures or photos. I like to arrange them in a way that will actually help me manifest my goals and visions. This vision board can be in a physical or it can be in a digital form. Mine has always been digital, and I usually use my vision board as my screensaver on my phone and also on my laptop, because I love that each time I open up my phone or each time I look at my phone screen, that is what I want to see. That is like a constant reminder of what I want to achieve. So guys, don't forget that good thoughts actually attracts good things. So guys, so when selecting photos, like I mentioned earlier, you want to select photos that aligns with your theme, images that represent everything you want. And also, one thing I love my vision board to contain is certain quotes or slogan that also aligns with my vision. They can be handwritten, they can be printed, they can be from the internet or whatsoever. So as for where you can get your photos, you can get the internet, Pinterest and all that. You can make use of Canva when creating your vision board. When you go on Canva, there are already made templates that you can actually use and change up the photos. But as for me, I like creating mine from the scratch, make use of my pick art and just put all the photos there, arrange them the way I want, and yeah, you have your vision board. In addition to the mood board, this is basically the idea of manifesting. Just think it. If you believe in it enough, you can have it. Guys, I've been creating vision boards ever since 3 to 4 years now. All I can say is that manifestation is real. It's basically from like dreams to reality. But I just want to put this out there, okay? Mood boards are not like a secret magical thing. They are like a way for you to actually visualize your goals and then work hard towards achieving them. Work towards achieving them. Keyword, work. Honestly guys, whatever it is you want to achieve, you just have to chase them, okay? Guys, another step you want to take after stated your goals and all that, another thing I would advise you to do is to break them down, okay? Break them down into tiny bits. Also, steps that you're willing to take to achieve them. I advise you get a separate notebook or like a journal or something separately where you can actually break your goals down. Like, for instance, in terms of the theme, break it down. Like I said, you have to have a clear vision. If you're like a content creator and you have a specific goal to hit, probably a specific milestone like subscribers count and all that, break them down. Whatever goal it is, whatever theme it is, make sure you break them down into tiny bits, okay? And if it's in terms of like milestones and all that, you can actually set timelines for them, okay? But there are some that you don't necessarily need to set timelines for. Just let them happen naturally or as time goes on. Break them down, it's easier for them to become a reality. Guys, I would like to say something, and this is actually from the book I read, okay, Atomic Habits, that massive success is not all about massive actions. It is by improving 1% better each day. If you think about it, it is more meaningful on the long run. Guys, a tiny improvement each day can be surprisingly notable. Sometimes I live by that quote. It's not like quote, like it's a line from this book, Atomic Habits, okay? If you haven't read that book, you should go read it. I recommend that book so much. I have had that book for years now, and that book is one of the books that I read every year. I'll make sure to also read it this year, okay? It is not something you read once and drop. Like the last step, is it a step or the last advice I would like to give you is that all these, the 2 P's, you should be patient, okay, and also be persistent. If sometimes you tend to put in the work and you're not seeing the results as much as you want to, don't give up. With time, everything you've been pouring your hard work into will surely manifest. Always have this at the back of your mind that positive change, improvements, and goals takes time and effort. Also, remember that through this journey, setbacks and challenges are a normal part of the process. Yes, sometimes we lose focus, we forget the goal, we forget the priority, okay? But it is important to remember that and, stay focused. And tell me, what is your theme? What is your theme for this new year 2023? I would love to know them. Like I said, not your entire goal, just your team, okay? Leave them on the comment section below. This is where I'll be drawing the curtains on today's video. Hope this video was helpful. Make sure you give this girl a huge thumbs up. Your love, your support, your feedback, your comments, and everything, your like actually gives me, it keeps me going. Yeah, if you're joining us for the very first time, hey, hello, consider subscribing to the channel. And thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Okay, have a very nice day, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.